want to record it in also here. Sorry for that. Yes. Now please continue.
Okay, so we have to implement the class tweet counts that support two methods, record tweet. In this, we will have two arguments, tweet name and time. We have to store the tweet name at the recorded time.
Okay.
And second method is get tweet count per frequency. So we have the frequency, tweet name, start time and end time. We have to return the total number of occurrences for the given tweet name per minute,
Okay.
hour or day.
Day.
Okay, depending on frequency. Starting from the start time and ending time.
Time. Okay.
And yeah, frequency is always minute, hour, or day, representing the time interval to get the total number of occurrences for the given tweet name.
Okay.
And it mentions like the first time interval always starts from the start time. So the time intervals are start time, then start time plus delta into 1.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so the time continues like with increment with delta up to end time.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, where I is some non-negative number and delta. Yeah.
Saurabh, can you share a Google Doc and we will take some examples?
Okay.
And, okay, and please continue. So Saurabh will now explain the question with an example. Like we'll take the first example and see what is the output. And please share a Google Doc link in the Slack, and we will take example and discuss it. So it's like we have two methods: record tweet that stores the tweet name and the record time, and we have to find get tweet counts per frequency, where we will get a start time and end time, and I think we have to find how many times that tweet occurred between that time, right?
Yes.
And it can be per minute, per hour, or per day. Okay, frequency can be that. Okay. So yeah, I think we can let's take this example and try to get the output by dry run. Yes. So Saurabh, can you go through this input and tell us what will be the output? And I'll also copy the question here for reference.
Okay, so I cannot see the first part of the question.
Yeah.
So this is the input, right?
Yes.
So the record tweet methods tweet name at the recorded time.
Yes.
Okay. So where is the output?
Output we have to like form it. So we'll check. So you try to do the dry run with this input, and we will check if you're going on the right direction.
Okay. So the tweet counts will initialize the whole thing, right?
It's
the
like
class.
Yeah.
After
Yes.
that,
Yes.
So like at 0 time we have tweet 3. At 60 time we have tweet 3, and then we have at 10, like we can see like this. This is at the input. So like at 0 time we have tweet 3, at time 60 we have tweet 3, and time 10 we have tweet 10, tweet 3, and now we have to get
Yes.
tweet frequency tweet frequency at minute at this for this input. So what should be the output in this case?
So 0 is the start time and 59 is the end time, right?
Yes.
So
I think this should be
we will
one.
have these two.
Between 0 to 59,
the total number of
how
we
much
have
time to talk?
these two, like tweet of at 0 and tweet at 10.
Returns the total number of occurrence of the given tweet name per minute, hour, or day, depending on the frequency, starting from the start time in seconds and ending time in, so it's in second. So 0 second. So between 0 to 59 second, how many time tweet 3 occurs, right? And what is the frequency here?
I think the
Okay, let's see the example here, explanation. Can you see the screen? So all tweets corresponding to tweet 3 with record time 0, 10, and 60, right?
Yes.
So tweet counts at get tweet counts per frequency minute, tweet 3, 0, and 59 returns 2. Because
I think in 0 and 10 will be recorded.
yes, so that's why it's 2. Exactly. The frequency is per minute is 60 seconds. So there is one interval of time. I'm not getting the minute thing, like frequency. Can you explain, any of you?
Yes, the first argument, no?
Yeah. So what is the importance of frequency in this question? So it is always minute, hour, or day. Okay, so it means like between 0 to 59 second. Returns the total number of occurrence for the given tweet name per minute, hour, or day, starting from start time and ending at end time in seconds.
So what I think that here it is given like this, right?
Yeah, I think this is the The first time interval is always starts from the start time. So this is like start time plus delta into 1. So what is delta?
So I think we don't need to take care about that delta part. So start time is given, right, from 0 to 59.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the start time. Yes, that's the start time. And here it is given a first parameter as minute. So we need to return its frequency uh, per minute, and that and what should I say? The total time possible is from 0 to 59 seconds. So 0 to 59 seconds means 1 minute, and we need to return its frequency in a minute. So we are returning 2 here in this case.
Okay.
And for the next part, we have a minute tweet tree, and from 0 to 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I think, okay, just give me a second. 0 to 60 returns to and 1 to frequency. Okay, and for the next part, which has parameters minute, tweet 3, and 0 to 60,
Okay.
there I think, so the first minute is from 0 to 59 second, and the second minute comes from 60 to 61 second, 60
So
to
0 to 60
119 second, right?
you're saying comes from
Uh,
first one
okay.
is 0 to 59
Yes.
and second one will be
From 60 to 119.
do you think it's okay, Chitras?
Yes, I'm still confused with this
Yeah,
pattern.
exactly. Like it's like not very clear this question. Like what is they are saying about this? I think I'm not understanding the third point. What are they trying to say here?
Hmm.
Okay, let's read this question again. So, Chitras, can you read it again, the second point, and try to understand again?
Yes. So we have this function get tweet counts per frequency. First, we will have a string parameter freq. Then
Yes.
we will have the tweet name, then
Mm-hmm.
the start time and the end time.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to return the total number of occurrences for the tweet name per minute, hour, or day. This will be dependent on our first argument, starting from the start time in
Yes.
seconds and ending time at the end
And
time in seconds.
seconds. Okay, but how does frequency? Like it can be the frequency can be minute, day, or hour. But the
Yes,
start
Yes.
time and end time is in seconds, right?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
So
Yeah, and
frequency is
frequency,
always minute, day, or hour. Yes, yes. Please read it more.
yeah, frequency is always minute, hour, or day,
Okay. Yeah.
representing the time interval to get the total number of occurrences for the given tweet name.
Okay. So yeah. So let's read the third point, and then we'll understand.
The first time interval always starts from the start
Third
time.
time. Hmm?
Yeah, okay. So
Like
the
for this case, what will be the interval? Like we have 0 to 60 at the start time
yes.
and end time, and we have a minute as the frequency, right?
Hmm.
Okay, let's try to write it down and we'll understand what they're saying about it. And now let's read more.
Uh, so the first time interval always starts from start time. So the
Okay.
intervals are start time,
Mm-hmm.
comma start time plus delta into 1.
What is delta?
Sir, I think we don't need to care for this delta because we are
No,
having start time and end time, right? So delta value will be 1 second for us.
no. I don't agree. So delta will depend on the frequency, right?
Uh,
What do you think, Chitresh? So like we have delta
Uh,
1 to delta 2.
hmm.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
suppose,
here I think
yeah,
it can carry the meaning like from starting from 0th second, we have to consider 1 minute. That is delta into 1.
yeah, like suppose delta is suppose 5, so it will be 0 to 5, then it will be then 5 to 10, and then it will be 10 to 15, like this, right? Like start time plus suppose delta is 5.
Hmm.
5. It will be 0 to 5, then 5 to 10, 10 to 15, continue up to 55 to 60, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And in all these intervals, this right number is not included.
And start time plus delta I, minimum of start time, and okay. And delta what depends on the frequency. But what is the relationship between delta and the frequency?
Yes. Can we again see
Delta,
the input?
which depends on the frequency. They said the delta depends on the frequency. So, so suppose delta, I think delta will be like 60 second, 60 second for minute frequency.
Yes.
Yes.
Minute
Mhm.
frequency, and it will be delta will be 3600 second for hour frequency, something like that, right? Yes.
Yes.
Mhm. So now it makes sense. And also what we have else is oh, it can be also day. So if it is day, then it will be 8, I think 24 into this.
8, 6, 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, 8 lakhs. Yeah, okay.
yeah. So now it's now a bit clear. So
Hmm.
now let's see, try to see. So we have 3 tweet. One is at tweet 3, is one is at second
0.
0, one is at 10, one is at 60, right? We have 3 tweet, and now we have to find tweet per frequency. So one is minute, so delta is 60. So the start time is 0 to 60, 0 to
Yes.
59, right?
Hmm.
59.
59. So my interval will be 0 to 59, because it will be like because we cannot have 60, so 60 and 59,
Yes.
the minimum is 59. So this is the interval. I have to find how many tweets of tweet 3 are in this interval, which will be 2.
Correct.
Correct.
Hmm.
Now
Hmm.
now you can explain the second example, Saurabh, if you are, let's see.
Okay, so for the second example, we are having the frequency as minute,
Minute.
the tweet 3, then start time as 0 and end time as 60, right?
Okay.
Uh,
The interval will be
so 0 to 59, we are
no,
having 2.
0 to 60. The interval will be 0 to 60, not 59.
So, but
Because so for previous case it was it's like 59, because the end time was 59, and now end time will be 60. So suppose now I'm giving you one example. So suppose it's minute and 0 and 70.
yes.
What will be the intervals in this case?
Sir, it should be like 0 to 59 and from 60 to 70,
Is it?
because
But yeah, it's saying that start time plus delta into 1, and start time plus delta into 1. So we are counting. So yeah, so the question is, if it's on the border on 5,
yeah.
on which side we should count, right?
Yes, it should be on the right side actually.
Where it is written that it should be on the right side.
We can see from the example, like for
Yes.
this from 0 to 60 second, they're explaining it in that way.
Okay.
Just see.
Oh, so 60 is not included basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
60 is
the
not-
right
I
hand
think,
side is not included. It's like something like this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I understood like what Saurabh said. In this 0 to 60, we will have 0 to 59 and then 59 to 70.
Yeah, right. So it's like 0 to 59. Yeah, to be more clear, 60 to 70. Yes, we have to interrupt.
70.
Yes, exactly. So that's also what I wanted to say. And for this, we'll have 0 to 59.
0 to 59 and from 60 to 61.
Yeah, from 60 to 60 basically. Because the last one we're not including, right? Yeah. So for this case, what will be the answer?
So 2 and 1,
Oh, it will be
a list.
2 and 1, right?
Yeah.
And for this case, also no. Now we see the other one. So tweet we have minute, and now we have one more tweet at 120.
Yes.
So and our tweet 3 to 6 to 10. What will be the answer for this?
So
Start time will be 0.
from 0 to 35.99
Yeah,
seconds.
but I mean we cannot go that time, so it will be
Yes.
Hmm.
And then 10. Yes.
And frequency
And
will be
4.
frequency will be 4, right? Okay.
Hmm.
So who is going to implement it?
For 0 to 60, that line 20, it is giving like only 2 in this output.
No. 2 and 1.
So 0 to 59 we have two tweet, and 60 to 60 we have one tweet.
Okay. So what is
So
this 2 for? In
two
this
is
output,
like
in this.
so 0 to 10. So 0 and 10 we have 1, 10. So between 0 to 59 we have two tweet.
Okay.
So we give 2, and between 60 to 60 we have 1. So we give 1 right here. 1.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, it is clear.
So Saurabh, you can implement it in
Okay,
Java. I'll send you the link. Or I'm sending you here in the Google Doc. You can also open it from here. You can implement it in Java.
Like I have to screen share.
Yeah, right. Hello.
So please allow me to
Yeah.
screen share.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take some constants like for hour, for a minute should be 60, and for hour it should be 3600.
Yes.
So do we have to take care for day? Okay, we also have a day. So for day, we're having 24 into 3600.
Yes. So what will be the time complexity and space complexity for this? Let's discuss this. How would you store it?
I
Which
think
would you use?
like we have to store its time, its frequency, and the tweet name. So I think we will need to create another class like a data holder class such that we can
Can you use the hash map? Like do it by naively, very, very naively.
okay. So
I
So
think we can use a hash map to map a tweet name to its frequency.
okay.
no, you can
And what about
like store it, tweet name and time. Like yeah, like you can have a hash map. The key will be the tweet name and the value will be the time, I think. Or
I think it will be a list of numbers.
yes, yeah, list of numbers, the times. But then how would you solve the get tweet counts per frequency? How would you? So you have to at first like get these intervals, and then
count again?
you have to see how many times this tweet occurs between this time interval, and then output it, right?
Okay, sir, if we use two hash maps, like one for storing its occurrence and one for storing its times.
Okay.
So that will be like more optimized, I think.
Yeah, we can like can you write it down? One map for
Okay, one map for counting the occurrence of tweets.
okay.
And another map for storing the tweets, like with timestamp.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think, Chitresh?
No, so
I'm
if
thinking
we
like
make a list, yes. So if we make a list of, oh, no.
I was thinking the key will be the tweet and the value will be a list of timestamp when it occurs.
Yes. I was also
yes,
thinking about that actually. So we will make a hash map,
Mhm.
and this is the string for it, and we'll have a list of time.
Integer, yeah,
Right.
the seconds where it occurs. Yes.
Okay. So this is tweet list.
Yeah. And once we do it, then we can sort the list, and then for each frequency, like for each interval, we can iterate this list and see how many times it occurs. Something like that.
Yes. So let's start coding it. We have a tweet list. We are initializing it, and okay, this is just initialization, right? And for a tweet count, okay, if tweet list dot contains key
Yes.
tweet name,
Mm-hmm.
then we have to do something else. We have to do something. So tweet list. Okay, we need to make a list. Teaser
Yes.
list, time list, suppose, and this is not there. Okay, so we will add this time to this
Yes.
time list,
Mhm.
and we will insert put into the tweet name and this
Time list.
time list, right? Yes, so this is fine, and if it contains this, then we will get the time list from it. Tweet list dot get tweet name, then time list dot add this time, and tweet list, and we have put it into the tweet list.
Yes. Correct.
So I think it's quite visible now.
Yes.
Okay, so for counting its frequency.
Mm.
So
Let's do it for minute, then we'll extend it to hours and a day.
okay.
So frequency equal to the minute.
So what should I do now? Like
Frequency is equal to minute.
oh yes,
Mm.
if frequency is equal to minute, then okay.
It's okay. We can do it later. Let's first implement the minute one, then we
Okay.
can copy it for other.
For if frequency is equal to minute,
Mhm.
then for that particular tweet list, I think we should get this one, like list of integer
Timestamp.
timestamp, and this tweet list dot get.
I think we can define this logic in a new method, and we will pass that constant 60 for minute.
Yeah, we can actually do that. So, but we'll do it later. First, do it like naively, then we'll implement it better way.
Okay.
So here we are having this timestamp. Okay, and we also need a answer list. This is our answer. So
Yeah.
and I think we also need a counter.
Count. Yes. Yeah, but we can actually like Chitresh has this good point. So we need to get all the list of intervals, right?
Yes.
So yeah, let's make a method for that. That is a good idea actually. Yes. Public.
Should it return integer?
It should give you a list of list.
Okay. List of list or list of integer just?
No,
Yes.
it will give you this. It will give you this start time plus delta, start time plus delta plus start time plus delta into 2. This list of list.
Okay. List of integer.
Yes.
Let's call this a util class, and I'm passing its frequency
And start and end time. Int start time and end time. Yes.
So let's initialize this list. List is equal to okay. So we have this frequency and start time and end time.
I think in this function, instead of frequency, we can pass that constant, because else we will have to use if else here also.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like
It's
current
constant.
frequency, like just just delta, int delta.
Yeah, delta.
Int delta.
Int delta, yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here.
So start time plus delta minus 1, like we have to
Or like
you can make a maybe a while loop and keep doing it, while one and keep doing it and break it when it will reach the end.
okay.
Or
So
what do you think, Chitras? The best way to do it?
I think we can take the start time as 0. Yeah, current time.
Yeah, when current time like less is less greater than Yeah, current time less than end time. Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Please keep space between the start and end of this less than sign. Yes.
Hmm.
So current time should be current time plus this delta, right?
Yeah, delta -1, I think. Oh yeah, I think yes, yes. And
Yes.
in the list, append current time plus delta.
Current time plus. No, so we have to return its frequency.
No, no. In this method, we are just
We are returning intervals. We are returning intervals.
Okay. So list, we will add
current time
plus delta.
like it will have two, right? It's a list of lists.
Two.
So it will you have to make a new list, and
I think we can first create that list and then we will append. Yes, correct.
yes, interval, make it interval.
Time. Okay.
Interval, yeah.
Interval.
And
So
rename it as like intervals. The list rename list as intervals.
Mhm.
Yes. And rename util to get intervals. Yes. Now it's more, yeah. So interval, but add start current time.
and
Current time plus delta. Minimum current time plus delta. But we have to return either this or minimum of this one or end time.
okay. This time and end time. Yeah.
And then yes, I think this should work fine. What do you think? But we also have to do a -1, right?
Here. Or
Plus delta -1, I think, because we don't want to consider the last like 0 to 59, not 60. Like
yes.
no, so current time plus delta -1. I think that would be the right.
Current time plus delta -1.
No, yeah, like in the
Also
line
here
number.
also.
Yes, yes, line number only here, but
Okay.
not in the current time. Yes. Okay, let's just test this method and see if it gives the right way. Like test it. Write some.
Okay.
I mean, like run the code and print this this one.
Like, okay, I have this, so I will like SVM. So I will call this method. Syntax error. So intervals equal to so a delta will be 60.
Yes.
And start time is suppose 0, and this is let's say 100.
Yeah, something like that.
210.
Yeah,
Okay. And for each list of integer in intervals, like and for each time t, x in C. Okay. So why is it not returning anything? Oh,
You have to add it.
We have to add it in
we have to add,
intervals.
yes, intervals dot well. Okay, so we are getting
Yeah.
this,
Mhm.
this. Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I will copy this line and yes, now this method is complete, and for this I think I should keep this one and
Yeah, and get the intervals.
intervals from intervals, and I can use delta as this
Yes.
like minute and start time and end time.
We can declare this intervals outside that if block, because
Oh,
after
yes,
getting the
yeah.
intervals, the logic will be same. Yes. Yes.
Let me just format it. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So we have the interval here. Interval. I think this should be, oh, no. We have to change this parameter, right? So
Yeah, the past 60.
yes. And for now, we are having this, right, from 0 to 59, and then from 60 to 119 for we have our distance to 3. Let's write it down here. Interval is 0 to 59, then from 60 to 119, and so on. And our hash map is like this. We have this one, and for the timestamp we have 0, 10, 60. Okay. So for I get this timestamp. Step. I think I need, okay, I have a counter.
I'm just thinking one more way to solve it. Just like tell me if I'm thinking right or not, because this is like too complicated. Can you?
Yes. Okay.
So like
Stop sharing.
yeah, just open the Google Doc from your screen. That's okay.
Okay, yeah.
So like I have this option, like suppose we have 0 to 210, okay?
Hmm.
We have 0 to 60, then suppose 60 to 120. Don't consider
Hmm.
the ending right now, just like to make it
Okay.
120,
Hmm.
180, and then 180 to 210, right? We have 4
Hmm.
buckets.
Yes.
And suppose we have a point at 150. We have a
Hmm.
entry at 150.
Hmm.
I have to put it in the third bucket, right?
Hmm.
It should be in the third bucket. So how can we do it? We can just mod to like mod 60, and it will be 2, right?
Okay.
So just put it in the
Mod
second
6.
bucket.
So divided by 60.
What?
Divided by 60. It should be
Yes. Yes.
150 by 60.
Yeah, 150 by 60, right? Yeah, by 60. So it will be in the second bucket, right? And like if you
Hmm.
have suppose one number is 195, it will be.
Hmm. In the third bucket.
So I think that will be easier, right? We don't have to calculate everything. It will be just easier, right? To do it.
Hmm.
What do you guys think?
Yes.
And,
Yes, yes, yes.
but suppose now the question will be what we have 125 to uh 230, so 345. So like when the start is not like a 0. So in this case, how would you solve it? Like it will be 125 plus to 185, right?
Hmm.
So in this case,
Yes.
if,
Yes.
if you have a point at 153, then which bucket it should go? It should go to the first bucket, right? So we can
Yes.
do like 154 minus 125, the first minus, and then frequency,
Yes.
something like that.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
So then it will be in that bucket, and we can solve it easily.
Hmm.
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 Okay. Do you see anything wrong with this approach where it might fail?
Uh, I think time complexity wise, it will also be same
Yeah, but
because.
thing is,
Hmm.
we can initialize an array of. We don't need to calculate it. We can initialize an array of like we can calculate how big will be the number of buckets. We can
Hmm.
initialize an array with 0, 0, and whenever we find this 2, we just increment this by 1. This array,
Yes, yes,
and this will
yes.
be my final answer.
Hmm.
I think the constraints will not allow us to do this.
Why
I
not?
think I saw it is up to like 10 power 9.
But anyway, we have to output the array, right? So it has to be generated.
Yeah.
Yes, like what I was saying is like the start time, end time in seconds can reach up to 10 power 9. Intervals will be less.
But even yeah, I mean, what we have to output? So we have to output this array, right? 2 and 1.
Yes, because
Yes,
that
yes.
and that will allow us
Yeah.
actually.
This has to be allowed because this array has to be returned. So we should be always able to construct this array.
Yes, yes, okay. Hmm. I
Right?
thought like we are in that array, we are representing like at individual second.
No. We are
Yeah, we are representing an interval. Okay.
yeah, we are returning the frequency of
Hmm.
that interval. So it will be that like frequency of that interval. So should we go ahead with this approach and solve it?
Yes, I think we can.
Yes. So I think we can, right? So let's do it by this way.
Okay.
So we,
So
no need to. So we have this interval, right? So we can
yeah.
use it to get the length I think we can make a new array.
Okay.
Yeah, just implement it in the way you think it will be right. In Java.
Sure. Like we have to initialize that array list, right?
Yes,
Array,
like let
that
me do it
array.
in Python. It will be easier, I think.
Okay, yes, I think so. I have stopped the screen share.
Okay. So okay, so now let's try it in Python. Okay, so at first we have this. We have a map and self.map will be this, and if with name in map, then map with name dot append time else
And um,
map with name equal to time. Is it clear?
clear.
Yes, clear.
Okay, so we have frequency. So if frequency equal to minute, so what will be the array? The answer will be this. And how many elements will be there? In how can you find? So the length will be uh, end time minus start time
By
by
60.
60, right? So answer will be 0 for I in range of length. Okay, and
Yes.
now like what? So for the time stamp will be uh, self dot map dot with name. Just try to do it here. Yeah. So for time stamp in timestamps, so index will be uh, index will be timestamp minus start time
Start time.
Start time.
by frequency, right?
Yes.
Mm.
By 60.
By 60.
Yes.
So I think it will be better if we put this into another method and pass this parameter.
Okay, like frequency, get frequency. You can access that time method, and it's like delta.
Yes.
And answer index plus equal to 1, return answer.
Mm.
So we'll choose minute, return uh, grid frequency 60,
60.
minute, and then we have
Hour.
Hour.
Yes, we have
Minute, hour, and day. Yeah.
have it.
So the
Yeah.
second point.
Yes.
So 3600.
Okay.
So 24 into 3600.
24 into 60. So let's test this method, get frequency. It will, or let's run it. We'll fix it if it's something is wrong.
Index list.
And index. So answer equal to length is 1 second. So length is 0 here. Start time and end time. So start time is 0 and delta.
Oh, 0.
We have to also know the 0 to
So I
59.
think end time minus start time plus 1.
Will it solve? What if it is like 0 to
Then it will be from 0 to 60, and divided by 60 will give us 1.
I think we can do like minus plus 1 here, which it will work
Okay.
because we'll always have 1. Here 0 to 59 and we have 1. 1 is the index. Why is the 1 index? So timestamp minus start time. Timestamp is 60 and start time
So
is
I think so length is 1 and the answer array is 0. The array of 0. So
yeah.
line number 34.
34 is
So this is the second line in the output. So we have length as 1 and the array is of 0.
0, yeah. So but index is coming as print.
I think
So timestamp we are finding as 0. So at 0 we have a tweet. So for 0 it should go on the which index?
Yes, it is going at index 0.
Okay, and for 60 it will go to index 1. But because
Yes,
if index, so we'll just have to check if index is less than length of answer, because you don't need to consider it if it is beyond my answer.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, it's accepted.
Yeah.
Should we submit?
I think here we can do is like if index is greater than equal to len of answer, we can break this loop.
Yeah.
Because it will go for all timestamps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we can remove the timestamps actually. Wrong. Okay, wrong.
Yeah, I think there are some corner cases where it is failing. So in case, suppose in this, yeah. So I think in this here we have to change something in this get frequency method, because you have to take care of the corner cases and everything. Like for this example, okay, what do you think is the issue in this example? Oh, it's too big.
So this one was given in the description actually.
No, the one in the we have passed the one in the description. Oh, no. Which one was accepted then? Okay, fine. Anyway, let's solve it. It is coming as 1. My output is 1, but it should be 2. Why 2? For which
Is
timestamp?
I think it is coming for that 0 to 59, the first one.
Okay, so we are giving output as 1, but it is expected as 2.
Yeah, and I'm not sure like for which interval that is.
Yeah. So I think for the first one, for the first case, like get tweet
Yes.
frequency, it's like 0 to 59. It should be uh,
It should be 2, but we
2,
are outputting 1.
1. So 0 to 59.
Seeding is also included.
We have to we have 2 tweets, right? But we are outputting 1. Why? At 60.
Are we counting the tweet at second 10?
Yes,
Yeah,
one
we should
tweet
be.
at 10 second is also there.
Yeah, we should be right. So print index. So are you printing 10? Timestamp is 0. Oh, so yeah, we cannot break it because we have to sort it.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Okay, yes, it is
Yes,
not a
yes,
sorted
yes,
index.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
let's not break
yes.
it now because it won't improve any time complexity. Like even if by breaking it. I think this is okay.
Yes. It should be 1 there.
Yeah, so let's see this case. This case, what is happening? So I think we have some corner case where we are missing it. I think index is coming as 1. Like just output the timestamp and index and remove everything else. I think there is something corner case that we are saying.
So in the line 39, there should be a comma in timestamp index. Line 39.
Yeah. So for 33, we are getting -1. Oh, okay. So if index is greater than 0, we have to check both. Index is greater than equal to 0. And
Okay, so that's timestamp was less than start time.
yeah. So what happened was like, okay, sorry. I think we are getting the
printing
when it is
print
-1,
statement.
then it will take the last element in Python.
Yes.
So we shall have any more print. There is something, a small bug or something like. Oh my. Okay, I think we can check the, or can you guys debug it, or we can discuss how it, whatever you prefer. I think there is some small, I think the issue is the, like, we have 0 to 59, the last, not 60. So are we dealing with this situation? So what we have, if we have a entry at 59, then what happens? So delta will be, no. There is, I think how many test cases we passed?
Yeah, we can check that.
I think, yeah, we passed 19 test cases, we failed in 2 test cases. If you see I think there is one small corner case that we are missing. If we can fix it, then it will pass.
Mhm.
So length, do you think length is okay? Like this +1, or it should be something else? And how are we dealing with 0 to 59? Not 60. So what happens if we have an element at 59? So 59 minus start time will be, I think that will be 0 index, right? If it's like, it will be okay. This case is covered, I think.
Yes, length is appearing to be okay.
Yes, and length. Okay, I think we can see the discuss, or if you like, missing some small point. Python binary search, linear scan.
So I think we can like search through the tag.
What are you using? We are using tree map, binary search, lower bound. Yeah, I think they are using our method, right? This one.
Yes.
B. Yeah, so this is git minus start time by d +1 the length.
Yes.
And we found all tweet name. And if s is we're iterating through all the timestamp. And what are they doing here? T minus start time by d. We did the same, right?
Yes, we did the same.
So we reached the right solution, but there is one small mistake somewhere. I think. What if 2 tweets are at the same time? Then what will happen? We count it twice or once? Or it won't possible? At 1
I
second.
think we can check the constraints. It might be mentioned like tweet can be repeated or not.
Okay, like I'll just copy it and see where we might have done it. This is our logic. So this R is end time minus start time by D +1. So we did the same, and we found all the tweet. Now this map for timestamp in timestamps, index will be timestamp minus start time by delta.
Okay. Yes.
But we are having this constraint that this one. Do you think something can go wrong because of this?
So index is less than equal to length. I think they are doing that.
Yeah, they are. They are not considering the end. No, what is this? T is not equal to S end, and T is less than N time. What is second end? T the second is end. What is this?
This S is like something like a pair, and this second parameter might be some list.
Second element.
Okay, and what is lower bound start time?
This lower bound is like we have the bisect in Python.
Okay,
Yeah, the very first number which is less than or equal to start time. We are searching in that list.
okay. Yeah, a bit confusing. P is less than. So, is there any case where end time we won't consider the end time? Yeah, let's see some maybe. If they have the same solution in Python, then you can see it. But our approach is right, right? We had the
Mm.
right approach. It's linear.
Yes.
Yeah, so the same thing, right? They also do the same thing.
Exactly.
Its start time is less than t and end time. Okay, so we just consider t is between start time and end time by seconds. Oh, they did the same. Okay, we can use this one. So we have to consider, I think, the 1 second. We're missing one thing in start time. So this, oh, they are considering, oh, so if timestamp greater than equal to start time and timestamp is less than equal to end time. So just doing this instead of index checking,
Yes.
right? And by seconds. Okay.
Yeah. Do we also need to do the integer division?
Yes, I think. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I think it's not because in in Python 3, when you do one, we get float, but in Python 2, it's always by default integer division.
Okay.
Okay, so nice. So I'll just stop the share here and pause.